People have asked about my tiny home and what it's like inside, so I figured as I got it somewhat clean, I might as well do that. So this is life inside an 8x8 house. And close the door because the heat's on. So starting with heater, adapter hose. This is one of those Mr. Heater Big Buddies. On my cabinets, I actually set it up so that there's a void above the heater, which allows the heat to go escape up into those upper cabinets, which eventually I need to put doors on. But I've got a fan there now, pulling it off, and it helps quite a bit. I originally started with the cabinets because here, where the bed, under the bed comes up, there's a duct that I made right there. And that goes up to the ceiling and pulls hot air off the ceiling down below the bed. In the wintertime, I kick it back out into the room, but in the summertime, down on the right-hand side of the bed, where the battery bank and all that is some control circuits that blow heat out the back during the summertime so that it actually gets cool in here. Also, this concrete floor has heat pipes in it, so I can actually heat it up with solar cells once I get the piping in. Anyway, most everything here works like you would expect in a house to a point. I have, regular light switches that turn the lights on and off, just like that. However, my outlets are 12 volt. And my lighting, that one, and I've got another one up here, is also 12 volt. Anyway, space is tight. You'll see here, this is my Raspberry Pi that runs the media server with all the 30,000 ebooks and music and movies and all that is all running off of this tiny thing that runs off of 5 volt USB. And of course my Shofar collection. The phone, which is also off-grid as much as it looks like it goes to a wire, is actually, I'll go up to one of these cabinets here, and here is a straight talk home phone. So it pulls from Verizon's towers, then transfers it into a cable that goes to the wired phone. Now you'd say, why would I do that? Because on the other side of the property I actually have this wire going out to a phone on a tree for guests to use. We're camping. So this is a Wi-Fi router that comes off that Pi that basically transmits the media library and all that to the rest of the property. And then next to it, which is turned off right now because it's kind of an energy hog, but that is an Alpha 2-watt Wi-Fi repeater. So when I turn that on off the Raspberry Pi, which is running everything else, I get power across the, I get a Wi-Fi hotspot that extends almost 1.5 miles. So anyway, for my water, I have the Sawyer Mini. It's being fed by a 3-liter dollar store pop bottle that has a felt filter. Just a regular felt filter as a pre-filter to try to make the Sawyer last longer. And then it's being caught by a Pure water pitcher, mostly as a place to put it, but it also has the charcoal. And sometimes when I'm melting snow in the wintertime for water, there's a bitter taste, and the Pure helps with that, whereas the Sawyer takes care of all the biological, stuff that'll have you in the bathroom too much. My single burner stove, and this is pretty much it. Pretty simple. I have lots of USB plug-ins. I do most everything on a tablet. Oh, the shower. Pump up sprayer filled with hot water off the stove, and voila, we're showering. I usually right here on the floor, which is concrete. So, in fact, you can tell I haven't showered yet this morning because the floor is still dirty. I usually shower right here and then mop it up when I'm done. Anyway, so that's it right there. So anyway, life's simple. All the ramps are for the cat, because the cat likes to go from cabinet to cabinet into my ceiling, jumping from place to place. Cat's been missing for a day or so, so I'm hoping he comes back, but he goes in and out through his little, below the desk is his little door. See? His cat door. Alright, so that's the inside for those who are curious. And my selection of weird tools and lighting and whatnot. It's here because, again, SKBase is a premium. Most of my storage is below the bed, but I don't know how to do that and manage the camera. So there we go. And hopefully everybody isn't seasick, because I'm just doing this on my tablet and there's no steady anything. So there we go. Life in an 8 foot by 8 foot tiny cabin in the woods.